Facebook is here. Mr. Weber is here.
Let's see if we are live on the.
Did you push it already? Yep. Oh my gosh, we're there.
Where are we?
Look at those two handsome devils. Oh, wow, that's fantastic. Well, I mean, now you can push the button. Now let's push the intro.
Okay,
ladies and gentlemen, the intro.
Let me find it.
Darn it on the timing, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh man, we're not there yet.
The intro.
It's missing. It's
Where
not there.
is the intro?
It's gone.
Oh,
Jesse's gonna kill me if I mess it
Jesse.
up. All right, moving on.
All right. So it's not there for real?
Oh. No, it was under here underneath the brand.
All right. Well, hey, let me see if I can share it. Hey, you know what? Start talking. I'm gonna see if I can share it from here.
What do you want to share?
I'll share it. I'll share it out of here. So you start doing your thing.
All right. I'm finding us on Facebook. I want to see what it looks like first.
We look good, man.
Well, I appreciate that.
We have a viewer. Wait, but it might be you.
It's not me. I'm not there yet.
Someone's looking.
Oh, there it is. There we are.
Do you want to share? It looks good. I like it. You got the thing in the back, right?
Two people. Hey
there.
What's up, y'all?
Yeah, do your intro. I'm going to share this.
Yeah, so basically what we're doing today, Regan and I, we had a podcast scheduled with one of the local business owners, and unfortunately they caught the flu bug.
Flu.
Yeah. Wash your hands, everybody. All right, just keep washing your hands.
Flu's back, though. Let's talk about that later.
Yeah. Well, we can talk about that for a second. So, with the cancellation, we just decided to hop on here and go live since we were in the office and bored on a Thursday afternoon, apparently. This was supposed to happen at 10:30, so we've been working on figuring out how to go live through all the fun things that our producer normally takes care of, who is not here either.
Because he has important things to do, and we understand it. We understand it.
More important than us.
Okay, so I'm sharing this stuff.
All right, cool.
Like crazy. This is going to be fantastic. So, Kris, tell them, listen, it's been a bit, right? People just saw the podcast with Gypsy Pools with Samra, which was pretty cool.
That is really cool.
But why don't you just go ahead and tell everyone what we're doing here at Keystone Mortgage Solutions in regard to the podcast room. Go ahead and do that.
So what we have here is it's a podcast room that we offer. Well, first of all, we bring in and invite, local business owners, anybody that wants to talk about whatever, as long as it's not, too controversial.
Correct.
So we bring them in, showcase local businesses, help them build their brand, promote their business. Rising tides raise all ships, right?
Yes.
So that's what we believe. On top of that, we also, we get out in the community. What we're going to be doing is taking our little cameras, our little live stream camera that we have over there, and a couple other things. We're going to go out and venture out into the community and visit local business owners, in their environment.
Yes.
We're going to do live
everything.
Live podcasts,
restaurants, real estate, other mortgage brokers, everything.
I want to talk to James Morris of Morris Tree Services while he's up in a tree and I'm filming him like this. I want him yelling back down at me, whatever.
James doesn't yell. Oh, he speaks
from a safe.
He speaks softly.
It's got to be safe. That is obviously an inside joke. But stuff like that. We're gonna be out and about, bringing the podcast to you,
right?
And helping everybody in the community build their businesses. As we all know, our county, Pasco County, is growing exponentially. We have neighborhoods, houses shooting up everywhere.
Yes, sir.
The housing market has come to a stall, because of interest rates and what the Fed is doing.
Is it a true stall? Or is it just peeled back a little bit?
Any stall, there's going to be a minor correction, right? You're going to have more inventory because, sales are slowing down. So inventory is going to build and, people are going to get a little scared. They're going to start, dropping prices on their houses, whatever. Florida's a unique situation in that aspect compared to the rest of the country, though. We're not seeing and we won't see that major housing price correction that the rest of the
country.
No. So, Florida, Gulf Coast of Texas, North and South Carolina on the, just micro markets throughout the country where, that particular type of, fear isn't being felt as much. is compared to like, I don't know, like Yuma, Arizona, they're already over 25% housing price correction.
Yes, insane.
And I know that I have friends out there that I do speak to about.
Well, it's your job, to pay attention to the market, see what's going on with it. I'll tell you this, man. We're old enough now. We've been through a few recessions.
Yeah.
We've been around for a little bit.
This isn't anything like that.
2008.
No,
it's nothing.
It's completely
nothing like it.
You go on social media and you see a lot of people saying this is the next 2008. No, it's not.
It's not.
That was determined by a whole set of laws that were passed by the administration back then. We won't name any names.
No.
Bill Clinton. Affordable housing act. So back then, the lending practices in today's terms were considered predatory. They were offering loans to people, no verification, no income verification loans.
Yeah.
So people were just saying
people were getting. Listen to me.
Yeah.
I'm just to be really honest with you. So I was in the real estate world, right?
Oh yeah.
Early 2000s.
Yep.
And I saw people coming in to the reserve at Golden Acres, which is right there off Moon Lake Road.
Yep. Beautiful development,
absolutely beautiful. That had no right owning a home at that time of their life.
Yep.
And loans were just being written left and right, and that is why we got into position.
The only thing you needed was a driver's license, basically.
Yeah, really.
No income verification, no employment verification. It was absolutely insane.
And that's why foreclosures were insane all over the place. And then I worked for D.R. Horton, which was the largest builder, still the largest builder in the United States. And I worked in a development called Colony Lakes, which is right there off of 52.
Yeah.
And my job,
we met, like right when you finished up.
Yes.
Remember?
Yes. That's right. Yeah. And then anyway, my job there was the customer service supervisor. So I went through the development, and my job was to make sure that the houses were in pristine condition before they were turned over to the
run the punch list.
Yes, correct.
Right.
Run the punch list, all that stuff. And dude, I remember walking these houses with these people, and some of them like high-fiving each other, going, "I can't believe we're in here."
Yeah.
I can, and I will tell you this, dude. Some of them were literally like, "Hey, if you do this now, if you close now, we'll give you 10,000." And this is no joke.
Right.
We'll give you $10,000 rooms to go gift card. I'm like, what?
No, they couldn't afford to furnish.
Dude, just to encourage them to close on the house, and the punch list, let's say, wasn't done. I'll tell you what, we're going to give you a $10,000 gift card, rooms to go.
Yep.
Or, dude, I saw things where like the sales guy, I'll never forget. He's like, "Hey, talking to a woman, do you want a Louis Vuitton purse?" I mean,
what woman's gonna say no?
Right? Like, we'll get you a Louis Vuitton purse. I mean, it was
Let's go,
dude. It was such a different time. It really was.
So with practices like that, you don't see anything like that these days.
My gosh.
Once that housing market collapse happened, and the Dodd-Frank Act was passed, lending restrictions just came to a bottleneck. I mean, it is tight.
Right.
So there is no repeat of 2008. There's no fear of that. The only thing you're seeing is interest rates basically leveling out, to be honest with you. When I was first in the mortgage industry back in 2000, we were refinancing people from 13% to 10%, and they were just ecstatic. 2 years later, we're going from 10% to 8.25%, and they were just couldn't have been happier. So there was that trend of it just coming down and down and down. Now you're seeing a correction in the interest rates, and then you'll see some things happening first quarter next year. And I can say this because the pundits and talking heads are all saying it.
Right.
They're anticipating the rates. The Federal Reserve is going to have to start cutting rates again.
No choice.
Right. So job strength and CPI and all that stuff.
Right.
Once the fundamentals are reported, everything's leveling out like anticipated. First quarter rates are going to have to get cut, or we're going to we will then go into a full blown depression. Milk. Right. And, eggs are like $8 for.
It's nuts now.
It is.
Come on, dude.
You're going to see $20.
There's no deals at Sam's Clubs anymore.
No. Yeah, right.
It doesn't matter where you go. All right. So listen. So we were spoiled, though. We've talked about this quite a few times. Absolutely. And we're like, wow, 2%, 3%.
Yeah. If you got in, man,
4%.
Good for you.
I'm blessed.
So am I.
At 4.3. You know what I'm saying? Like legit. And I'm happy with that. And I remember people like, you got in at 4. Oh, I'm like, oh, I'm fine.
I could have got you better.
Whoops. I'll be over here.
I get my digs on him anytime I can. I'm gonna get it back soon.
It's coming in 17 seconds. We'll figure it out. So anyway, today we were talking about a bunch of stuff, marketing, this, that, and the other. I want to encourage people too. Like, listen, it's live. I know it's the middle of the day. Maybe people are having lunch right now. Say something. You say something, bring it up in the comments. You want to have a discussion. Let's have an open discussion. Here we got, Drake Malhot. So right here, we got people on board. Here we go.
Okay.
Drake Malhot is here. He is a hell of a guy. Southern Landscape Solutions. Anthony Fonte, Preach It Brothers. Anthony, he's the man. Ninja, no income, no job application. Ninja, no income, no job applications.
Yeah.
Brandon Withers is here. And once again, Drake Malhot still watch. There's a few other people, but I haven't mentioned, they haven't popped up.
Oh, here we go. Comments.
There you go. Okay.
Got it.
You got it?
Found it. Found the comments.
Listen,
dude, we're winging this, man. We are winging this.
If you want to
producerless podcast.
Drake Malhot just said watching and tuned in, which is awesome. Thank you, Drake.
Yeah, thanks, Drake.
Listen, Drake's a good guy. Does drainage, does landscaping, does a lot of good things. And
do your Georgia thing. Do your impression.
This is, hey everyone, my name's Drake Malhot. Do you have drainage issues? Well, I am the drainage king of Tampa Bay.
This is the voiceover for his next promo.
Give me a call. Drake Malhot, Southern Wink. I'm from Georgia. Georgia love. I love Drake. But listen, the reason why I'm even bringing that up is even as a joke is those are the type of relationships that we should be building and having fun.
Absolutely.
And having moments of levity with other business owners within the community.
Stunt double.
I'm a stunt double.
He's double your size.
I'm double the size. That would, I'm a double Drake Malhot. Dude, I forgot. I think it was Mike Constantine from Remax. Like, I don't think Drake Malhot knows how to say his last name. He goes every time it's different. It's enunciated different. I was laughing so hard. But anyway, if anyone has anything to bring to the table,
yeah, of course, man.
If you want to say anything, please say it in the comments. And we want to have open discussion. Also, don't forget, like Kris said in the very beginning, you are welcome to come here and do a podcast. Like, if you are a business owner, please reach out to Keystone Mortgage Solutions DMs. Lindsay will be in there. Kris will be in there. I myself will be in there. And literally, like, come on. Today, it was supposed to be Amerikey Locksmith with Paul and Bianca. I mean, America's favorite couple. Right.
They are everywhere.
They are everywhere.
Except here
because Paul got sick. Now I'm a little concerned because I was in the vicinity of Paul yesterday. So if I get the sniffles, Paul, I'm coming for you, buddy.
Right.
Okay? I'm coming. I'm going to lick your door handle when I'm sick so you get re-sick. Just saying. That's gross. I'm sorry.
Wow.
And
you ever seen a video of that guy that was licking the doorbell, the Ring doorbell? It went viral a few months ago.
I did see that.
Like 2:00 in the morning, some random dude shows up on a person's porch and he's licking their Ring doorbell.
Maybe he likes oils.
That's just
maybe that's his
weird, bro. Like, what? Like, I don't even know. Why'd you think of that?
I don't know. Why did you remember that? Is the thing.
Drake comment. I'm looking to start my own podcast. So we do rent this room out.
That's cool.
Just so you know.
Yeah.
If you want to come in and do your own thing, and it's very inexpensive, compared to what else is out there. Mm-hmm. Just hit us up, man.
You know what he said? He said, my heart wants to go controversial stuff.
Dude, you do you.
Just do you, dude. Right.
Throw your logo up there. Have Jesse Guthrie, who is our producer. He does graphic design. He does all that stuff. JLG Productions. He designs webcasts. You name it, whatever. He does all this digital stuff.
Let's Drake's engaging, so I want to talk
Dave
about
said
it.
I shook
Paul's hand yesterday. I hugged Paul. Okay, bro. All right, so listen.
Regan comes in and lets everybody know.
Yeah,
he likes hugging.
I'm
Paul.
here. Bringing in the hugs.
He's a hugger.
So Malhot says, I don't want to ruin a reputation over it. So he's talking about having a controversial podcast.
So politics, probably, right?
I don't think he's there yet at that age to even talk about politics. I think maybe
a
little
else,
bit.
What else is controversial in the world besides the BS?
Religion and politics, man.
Yeah, that's it.
We talked about this morning. I made a comment this morning, and I kind of want you to I want your opinion on this, Christopher. It's about speaking up,
one
dude.
of 3 people that's allowed to say my name.
I could say Christopher. That's how tight we are.
My mama calls me Christopher.
So, or if you're in trouble from your wife.
Yeah, if I hear that from Lindsay,
Christopher.
That's it.
Yep.
You guys won't see.
Why are your socks on the living room floor? All right, so it's about speaking up, and I really want to have this conversation. So because Drake's talking about things that are controversial,
reputation.
And, it might ruin your reputation or whatever because of someone in society, whether it be left, right, whatever you are. Dude, speak up.
So you're not going to make everybody happy all the time.
Nope.
You know what I mean?
Nope.
First and foremost, you need to be happy,
yep.
right? And for me, I try to live my life how God wants me to, right? I try to help people and be kind, but I'm a human. Like I will
understand,
and with a temper, not as bad as it used to be, but I will snap in a second and tell somebody what I think, and which Lindsay always tells me, she's like, bro, what's the matter with you?
Right. Well, you're opinionated,
right? So,
and if you see someone
everybody that knows me knows that about me, but the line that I don't cross is things that I don't believe in. Like if Reagan were a diehard liberal sitting across from me right now talking about how he is all about abortion and all those triggers, right?
Triggers.
I'm going to sit here and tell him exactly what I think.
Right.
So I don't think I'm ruining a reputation over that.
No.
Right.
I think here's the thing, dude. When you are in business, it's a tough position to be in.
Yeah, you have to walk that line.
Right. Because you could trigger. I'm gonna give you a perfect example. Mm-hmm. So as you know, I was in the construction business for a long time.
Yeah.
This really happened. Okay. So I wore Trump socks in 2020. So I got Trump socks.
You still got them?
Still have them.
Nice.
They're a little worn.
You need to hang them up on your.
But I have Trump socks, and it was literally it said Trump on them, and there was a picture of him pointing, and his mouth was open. It was all knitted, whatever, right? Mm-hmm. Anyway, so I had Trump socks, and I wore them not thinking anything. Well, guess what? I went to a customer's home, and when you go to a customer's home, especially clean home, you recognize right away. You walk in, you look at your environment, you take off the shoes, right? Well, guess what? I had my Trump socks on.
Nice.
Walked the whole project. It was a master bathroom project. Walked through, did it. I'm not joking. I saw the contact. I saw the look to the socks, and I said, "Oh no." Walked to the front foyer, got my shoes on. Guy made a comment. Literally says, "Nice socks," in a very sarcastic way. I said, "Oh, I don't really like to." That's what he said. I go, "I don't really like to speak politics." He goes, "You said enough." Done. No callback, no nothing. We were done.
That's his loss.
Right? But there's people that they're just like that, and that it is what it is. So it could hurt business. I mean, Drake, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. But at the end of the day, you also got to speak up as well, man. I guess it depends where you are in life as well, in your business.
I mean, look at it this way. You have your core beliefs, right?
Yep.
Don't ever compromise.
No.
Like, who you are because of somebody you've never met and will never meet again after that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't compromise yourself.
All right. So here's a comment. Politics can exist in referral partners. Okay. Networking and networking groups. Ego is a big downfall in these areas. And I think it needs to be addressed, but that's just one example.
Ego.
If we really all work together, we all would be a lot better off.
Well, I mean, aren't we doing that though? Like,
I think
with
so.
The hub. I mean, the community has grown just exponentially. Within all the local business owners.
I think we have changed. I said a long time ago, change the behavior,
right?
Change the view.
Yeah.
I think we have changed the behavior in this community in regards to collaboration versus competition.
Right.
I wholeheartedly believe that. And I believe it started with our mission. I really do. And I think that it stemmed off. I've watched other groups be born because we've created a sense of urgency where they need to do something too. So I'm fine with that too.
Yeah.
And copying is a form of flattery, my friend.
That's what they say.
Right. I mean, it might irritate the hell out of us sometimes, but because you can try. But at the end of the day,
we see it.
let me tell you something. There'll never be another Chris Webber. There'll never be another Reagan Weiss.
Nope.
There'll never ever be another Drake Malhot, and so on and so forth.
Not even as hard as you try.
Strip, and that's the thing. It's people by people, and you got to look at your group. You got to look at your interior of your group. You got to look at your core members. You got to look at the people that are involved. If you have those core people, that's priceless, buddy. So I don't care. Go ahead. You can call and do what you want. Any kind of group you want. I don't care. Doesn't matter. Look at your people. Look who you're surrounding yourself with, and then. And then we all, I'm not going to get into it anymore. It's the people inside the group. End of story.
That's what he just touched on right here with this next comment.
What do you say?
Just competing networks with the hub sometimes are not as welcoming because this person is in with that group. So what?
That's immaturity. Dude. I can't deal with it. Come on.
That is. Come on. People that feel threatened have that little man ego, whatever.
Those are sad.
Sad little people.
Those are sad people.
Yeah.
And
it sucks for them,
and
really.
You don't, you just have to feel sorry for them, Drake.
For a second
and move on. Right. It's a hot minute of like, I'm sorry for you. And then you move on. It's
exactly what it does.
This
It
isn't
stunts their growth, and then and people like that, that's immediately coming from a negative standpoint in life.
right.
Once something stunts their growth, is mentally, or in the business world, then they become jealous and vindictive. Yeah, all the crap that you're just like, okay, buddy, just keep it on moving.
I don't listen. There was a time, truly, I let that ruminate and get in my brain, and I'm like, why?
So I shared this.
Sure.
I had a
Big boy
in one of my chat threads
Yep.
this morning. We were talking about something similar, and I'm not going to touch on it now because
you don't have to.
But it was pretty funny. I went and found that movie clip. You've seen the movie House Party with Kid and Play and Bernie Mac and all that. So the part where Kid is sitting on the thing, he's talking to Uncle Fester, who's Bernie Mac in the movie.
Bernie Mac.
And he's like, "Let me tell you something, kid. Let me tell you something. You can try to please all the people." He's like, "But you just be yourself." And it's a hilarious scene with explicit language that I can't say here. But I went and found that, and I put it in our chat thread, and it was just so on point. This is the second time today. It's like, you be yourself, right?
Yeah.
You be yourself no matter what anybody says. Now, if you want to put Bernie Mac's spin on it,
right?
He's like, But that's the point.
He was a great comedian.
He was
and
one
a
of the
sad
best.
Loss to the comedic world.
Yeah, he was one of the best. God, I loved him. He was fun.
Brandon Withers, GoPro Pools.
Yeah.
By the way, he has won the Rookie of the Year award for the Hub.
Nice.
Yeah, so,
congratulations, Brandon.
And that says a lot. It's a guy that's engaging really quickly.
Yeah, man.
He showed up to Halloween not knowing what the heck that he was in store for.
None of us knew,
right? And then he was like, "What's happening?"
Yeah.
So
it gets better.
Hats off to him. But this is what he says to me, dude. He says, "Hub has been the backbone of my business since we've opened."
Yeah.
And
just give back.
Right. It's because he's the one out there putting himself out there, giving back. I mean, that's what it's all about. And if you're in business and you have the nuggets and knowledge and wisdom, Kris, to help other people, why are we not doing that?
Right.
So
right. Like I said it earlier, man, rising tides, right?
Yes, you did.
And
you did.
And another example was last night. Let's talk about the Pasco Smart. Is that what it is? Is it the Pasco Smart Initiative?
Theo popped on. I want to say hi to Theo really quick. What's up, Theo? How you doing,
Theo? Eggs Benny. Eggs Benny. Theo, where are you?
What's up, Theo? Theo, listen, you want to talk about a transformation? That guy's working his butt off, man. He's building
amazing.
He's building muscle and it was cool. I was at his establishment and
hey, brother.
And he was telling me, like, he was showing me this app and this people he was working with.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to do that. He doesn't have to do any of that. He's like, hey, check this out. This is what I'm doing. That's cool.
Theo and his family do so much for the community behind the scenes.
Yep.
And I wish I had some Eggs Benny. I wish I had some Eggs Benny.
That's awesome, dude.
But the Papapanis family, they are just a pillar within the community, and the people that know them know.
Yeah.
But they just do so much.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I told him I put that camera angle on him so you see the big shoulders.
Yeah, dude. Well, we're working on this guy next to us. That's why I'm over here like this. I'm like, I'm not in that shape yet, dude. I'll get there. I did lose 16 pounds though, Theo. I lost 16 pounds, so I'm getting there. Oh man,
Theo wants to come in on the podcast, so that'll be cool. We're gonna bring him in.
You can come in anytime.
Yeah, man.
Absolutely.
Today's a shoot this shit.
Where were we going before Theo popped on? You said you were gonna. Shit, I'm sorry.
I don't know, man.
I apologize.
I started thinking about Eggs Benny, and once that happens, nothing else matters.
You were headed somewhere.
The Pasco Smart.
Yes. Yeah. Let's. All right. So last night, I've been blessed to work with Pasco County Smart Star.
Let's keep it G-rated, Theo.
Yeah. What's he saying now? Oh boy.
Hey now, don't threaten us with a good time.
Hey now, and he's Greek Theo. He's a Greek god. So
sure is.
Anyway,
we call him Adonis.
Adonis.
Yeah.
Is he?
That's his name.
He's pretty. He's a pretty Greek boy. All right. So this wife's like, stay away from my husband.
Lynette will just be like, you idiots.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure she calls me that anyway. So, what was I gonna say? Anyway, so Economics Smart Start, And so we have these Zoom meetings, and we have these online meetings, and we have in-person meetings as well.
Right.
And what it is, Chris, it's new businesses coming to Pasco County. Economic development actually helps build these businesses and kind of give them a path and show them resources. So I've been blessed to actually become one of those resources. And then we do like these private meetings and Zoom meetings for new businesses, and I just throw stuff at them. And I'm really harsh, and I'm really brash with these guys because they need to hear it. This isn't like sugarcoating.
And there's one guy who was like, "Listen, man, I'm gonna punch right between the eyes tonight."
I did. So let me.
But you were like, I was like, I was listening to the thing, and
did you want to shake them?
I'm like, what are you doing?
Oh, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. So last night, my friend Chris surprised me. Thank you for that.
Yeah.
So I'm on, and then there's a lead moderator that starts it because I don't do all the computer crap. And then she says, she's telling me all the people in the group, and I'm like, Chris Webber. I'm like, what's he doing? I'm like, this is a mistake. He doesn't need to be on here. We talk all the time. So he surprised me last night, which is really cool, and I appreciate it. But not only did he surprise me for support, he surprised me in regards to we became open conversation, and there was people in his industry and his wife's industry that he was actually helping out and showing them, tools and guidelines how to be a successful loan officer, which was awesome. And then we had open dialogue. We wound up talking to someone that's going to open up a brewery in Pasco. Literally, dude, told them we tag teamed it. It wound up being a tag team session. And then we actually told them to show the entire journey, how your brewery is coming from your garage to the brewery,
to video everything that you're doing. Because that to me, that's like somebody from, conception to, the guys just went out and bought their own equipment and started in their garage. They're not selling the stuff. They're not bootleggers or anything like that.
Moonshine.
I know, right? Let's call it Tim.
Yeah.
But they're starting out of the garage. They're just sending samples out to following the law, sending samples out to everybody that they're allowed to, and now they're looking for some property to where they can expand. So why aren't they recording that?
We hit them hard. Like, why aren't you talking about? Not only that, let's talk about. We asked the question, who's helping you find this property?
Yeah, the real estate.
And I want you to think about this in today's world, where the market is. Realtors are like looking for listings left and right, and this realtor hasn't been back to them in 2 weeks. So we told them,
that's crazy.
You are firing that realtor, and they did it. So they reached out to me. I didn't tell you. They reached out to me after the call. I said, you're firing that realtor, and actually I'm sending them information on the realtors, I think. So actually we should probably get some of our good friends that we know.
Yeah. Any realtors on the
and listen,
right now?
I want you to think about this. You have an opportunity to work with people that are business owners that are actively looking for a space to open up a brewery. So we know that's going to be expensive. Not only that, so they got money obviously to invest.
Right now they're located out in Wesley Chapel.
So they wanted to get Midway somewhere, or maybe Wesley Chapel. Either which way, you have an opportunity to work with them and then co-brand with them.
At the same time.
First taste their product, make sure it's good, make sure they're good people before you promote anything, because you don't want that to backlash on you or backfire on you. But either way, you have an opportunity to go that entire journey, the entire time with them, and say, look what I helped them do. And now those people will be advocates of you for the rest of your life, and they'll always push you. And guess what? Most likely now you'll have seminars at their brewery, and you can do functions at their brewery.
How awesome would that be, though? Just like that. I would tune into that.
I would watch it.
Oh my God, yeah. I mean, that's a reality show in itself.
I would watch it 100%. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Theo's still going. I'll be the professional Pasco Smart. Let's go. And it's funny. I would love for you, Theo, to be involved with that, because you can tell people that are getting into the restaurant industry that it's not easy, and some of these people need to hear it.
Share the broadcast for us real quick, fellas.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool.
And if we have any, I can't see who's on the broadcast, but if we have any real estate agents on there, please comment real quick.
Yeah. Well, Anthony Fonte's on there, so I know he's in real estate. And you know what? I'm going to call this out publicly.
Why can't I see who's on the thing, man? This is
see. Oh, that's big. It's only for Big Play Ray. It's just for dude. You click on comments and you scroll up. It's only for Big Play Ray. Oh, I just heard myself. Wow.
Now he's going to tell me to play it back. I'm going to have to listen to him talk about himself.
Oh, jeez. Now I'm lost. Where was I going? Oh, but for Theo or people in that industry, to go and talk to those people. But Anthony Fonte, I was saying that Anthony Fonte is a realtor. and he drew a line in the sand last night with his health, dude. So this is a guy that said he's been struggling with his health, and I didn't say it. He publicly said it,
right.
And he's like, I'm gonna better myself this year. Like he's like, I'm going to lose this amount. And you know what I want to talk about, Chris? Accountability, bro.
Okay.
Accountability, and I think that is a huge ingredient of success that a lot of us don't put into our recipe, because at the end of the day, if we hold each other accountable and you have accountability partners, I can guarantee you'll get that much further.
That's a tough thing for some people, you know.
It's very tough.
Self-accountability, number one. You know, you can make all the plans in the world, but if you don't hold yourself accountable and achieving, you know, goals.
Right.
You know,
well, that's why we need accountability partners.
Right.
I think, and that's hard too, because now you're holding yourself accountable to be an accountability partner, and you know, put people first
Theo.
before
Appreciate
yourself.
You sharing the feed.
Yeah, thanks, Theo. That's cool, bro. I appreciate it.
Theo, you want to be my accountability partner?
People are like, Theo, why'd you share that, man? Theo, why'd you share that? Poor Theo. Oh, I love Theo. Good dude. All right. So anyway, we got
being told we were wrong. Yep.
Most important is accountability. Being told we're wrong, to have to push again, and we're afraid to see.
Yep.
Yep.
Everybody hates being vulnerable. They hate their, you know, those small insecurities that they have. You know, that's tough. But if those things can be overcome, so there's no limit. This morning, right, I put a post out in the hub. It was the post where your wife came to our Hub Pro Christmas party yesterday. We threw snowballs at the camera, whatever. Just being fun and cute. And then at the end, I'm like, hey, if you're interested in our discussions we have, reach out to me. So I got couple DMs, and I started reaching out. This woman reached out to me, and I started going back and forth with her. And she's like, well, what do I need to do? And she told me about her business, which I thought was a really great business. And she's actually based over the Skyway. So she's far away. So everything would be virtual anyway to help her out. But I liked her business concept, and she told me what it was all about. And I said, I'm glad you were able to text it to me. I said, now, in the next 5 minutes, send me a video articulating why you love doing what you do, why you chose to do it, and tell me how it's going to be advantageous to other business owners, etc. So she's like, on it, like you know, real firm, on it. I got it, on it. Minutes go by, nothing. Minutes go by, nothing. Minutes go by, nothing. And then she actually shocked me, and then it came through. But before it came through, on the top of the text, you know what it said? That was harder than I thought. Yeah. And that's the problem, dude. Good. It's people. She did it. Yeah. She did it. You know, I gave her some tips on how her message needs to be conveyed better. But at the end of the day, she did it. And that's the biggest part of it, Chris. And you know that, is stepping out of that comfort shell. Comfort shell. And people don't know. They don't want to be vulnerable. They don't know. They don't want to know the truth of how people see them or how they see themselves. Right. At the end of the day, if we are giving constructive criticism, then that's a good thing. But you have to be able to take constructive criticism. Got to be able to take it. That is it. Yes. So I'm looking for more comments. Being vulnerable is important, Theo. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And that's in everything. So I want more people to come on. You know, we're just sitting here. Cindy Marie is on. So hello there, Cindy Marie. She just popped on here. I want to open discussion. Open up the dialogue. What do you guys want to know about? What do you want to talk about? And at the end of listen, like I said, sticking up for people is a big thing. And we spoke on it briefly. But if you see someone getting attacked on social media or and you know that, listen, you know this person, and you know their goodwill and their moral character and stuff, stand up. I'm tired of just, I'm not going to say anything. Dude, you know how many people reach out to me like, I support you, but I'm just going to do it in private? Yeah. Because I'm like, well, why? Yeah, thanks. Why? You know, it's okay to stand up for things for the right thing. You know what I mean? So what's up, Cindy? Cindy said, so all I'm saying, guys, like, that's in general. If I see someone getting bullied, if I see something happen, I'm saying something. Yep. I'm sorry. And and Theo said, I got the shoulder for it, so I'm good. If I could control it. Theo, if Jesse was here, he would zoom in on Reagan's shoulder. He would. Right there. Ow, that hurt. I'll pay for that later. I gotta go see the chiropractor later. Speaking of which, you know, Dr. Grant Willis, my chiropractor, who is absolutely amazing. Like, I will tell you, and this is no BS. Please tell. He has like changed my life. Like, there were times where I would get out of bed in the morning and I couldn't stand up straight. That's how bad my back was. And it stems from an injury, work injury, 15, 17, whatever years ago. This guy is absolutely amazing. Dr. Grant Willis, private practice. And, he just passed remember I was telling you, he passed that test or whatever. Yeah. Like, what, I don't know what it was. I don't know either. Some
medical.
Yeah,
Nurse practitioner, right?
I don't know what it was, man.
I don't know. Something
so, like he does
something
like,
to make money.
like occupational therapy. Like
Right.
it includes all that crap.
Right.
You know, it was like a 3-day, 7-hour a day test, whatever.
Right.
But he passed. So, you know,
Good for him.
congratulations to him.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, he does his private practice, and he is going to be moving his private practice to his house, which, you know, if anybody's interested, just, you know, hit me up, you know, send me a message on Keystone's Facebook page.
Yeah.
He literally has changed my life.
That's awesome.
I mean, just,
I mean, if Kris is saying it,
yeah,
I mean, it's
true.
Yeah, that's true. That's the way I look at it. I mean, you know what, dude? And even that conversation, I think we should always be. I think of you as an extension of me, and vice versa.
Yeah,
if you say something, dude, it's solid.
That's it. Yeah,
that's how I look at. Theo said something. I want to talk on this.
Yep.
Biggest issue we face is, all of us are included, is that we are so quick to bash someone for what they do.
Yep.
We are envious for the wrong reasons. It's so important to push everyone and their business. Yes, our friendship business, but everyone's.
Yep.
He also continues, everyone is trying to do something and become successful, and we're so quick to bash that person and tell them it's terrible. Won't work that way. It's not for us. Judge them. It's for us to push. It's not for us to judge them. It's for us to push them so it becomes successful.
Right.
Well done, dude. That's good stuff.
You know, just tell Theo, drive in. Just
why don't you just come in, bro?
Come in, man.
I encourage you right now to drive. What's the address here?
Bring some eggs, Benny.
Bring something.
You guys don't know how good them eggs Benny are. Have you ever had eggs Benny?
No, I'm very boring. I just get,
you know, for those that don't know, Theo and his family own Christo's Family Restaurant in Trinity. Is that Mitchell Ranch? The Mitchell Ranch Publix Plaza right there.
Publix.
Absolutely amazing.
It's incredible.
Amazing.
Yeah, right by
food.
Crumble Cookie now. Is it Crumble Cookies right there?
Yeah,
right
Crumble just opened up next to him.
Yep.
Craft Street, Zimzari, all that's right there.
Awesome.
Absolutely amazing food.
Yeah. No, I literally just get eggs over easy.
Dude, get the eggs Benny next
dry
time.
Toast. I'm boring.
Get the eggs Benny.
I will.
Just do it.
I will. Haha, he goes, haha, I'm just leaving work. Gotta head home. Otherwise, I would. Let's do a plan a day. I mean, yeah, you need to. You need to come here and have an interview one day.
Yeah, we'll bring him in.
Yeah, I would like to actually him and his brother and just watch them go at it.
No,
we'll leave the room.
That's a pay-per-view event. If Eric and Theo come in, we're charging for that one.
That would be fun. That would be fun.
That'd be an awesome episode.
Oh man. So all right, let's go. Who else has got something to say? And what I want to know, like, what's going on? Oh, wait a minute. Your wife gave me something. I forgot to bring this up. So Lindsay,
dude, if your dad comes in, Theo, it's just going to be him talking. That's it. Nobody else. We will all sit there. We will shut up. We will cower. And we will show our respect. That's how that's going to work out.
I've had conversations with his father, especially during the COVID time. It was seeing him in a different light, because it's the first time he ever had to deal with something like that. Although he came from a hard life growing up, like it's the first time he dealt with something like that. And I asked him, I said, hey Pop, I said, you know, what are you doing this for? Because they were helping out so many people at the time. He's like, you don't let people go hungry.
No.
He said that. I said, okay. I just felt it. I go, okay.
Dude,
that's all I needed to hear.
Dude, that guy is rock solid.
Yeah, that's all I needed to hear from that cat. All right. So Lindsay Weber has come up with a contest.
Yeah, it's an in-office contest.
In-office contest for Business of the Year.
Right.
Which so I think is pretty cool.
Pretty cool, right?
And what I would like,
maybe we can open up a poll on Facebook.
I think we should. I think right now, people should although there's only quite a few people, you know, not only a little bit of people in here, but it doesn't matter because people watch this later. In the comments, when this chat starts popping up, I want you to recommend a business of the year, a business that you think is doing things the right way, giving back to the community.
Right.
What else, Kris? Like it's a clean environment. The food is fantastic.
Just, you know, the right people.
Checking all the boxes.
The right people, the right business. You know, definitely, you know, charitable work, giving back to the community, helping others become successful.
Right.
You know, that's all so important.
So some of these.
That's why our community is growing.
I agree.
Yeah.
Dude, listen, there's how many 5,000 houses that were built on 54 in Trinity? Like
another 6,000-7,000 going up in the
little
road.
Our work's not done. Not only are we changing the mindset of the people that have been here for eons, and we had to change that and deal with that crap.
Yep.
Now we have to hey, this is our community now.
Right.
So
when they move here, they're going to see how it's all working.
Yeah,
and they're going to be even happier.
I have some plans to meet with BOCC, and we're going to implement some things where No matter where you
an
go
NDA before this.
Yeah, actually, yeah. No matter where you go in Pasco County, you're going to see messages of positivity.
Oh, thanks, Theo. I appreciate that, man. He says I would nominate 2 for sure: Keystone Mortgage Solutions and definitely Maria Callahan
from
with
BCMF.
BCMF.
So it's funny.
Everybody loves Maria.
Funny you say that because that's one of the names right here. So these are names that were recommended by people we put it out there before. So Lindsay put it out there before, and right now I have and quite frankly I don't even know some of these, so bear with me and look them up. Carolina's Cuban Coffee.
I love Cuban coffee. Like that is my kryptonite.
Pete's on Grand, Hudson Hardware, Master Mechanics on Grand, Christo's is on here, and BCMF. And these were
nice.
These were nominated by I don't know who, but they were nominated. So all I'm saying is that if you
thanks, Ryan, appreciate
Ryan
you.
Owens. Oh, Ryan, Ryan's a good guy. Ryan actually came up here one day and did one of his presentations as well. So I appreciate that. Ryan says I'm enjoying the show. Several people are listening to.
Speaking of that,
thank you, Ryan Owens.
Yeah, appreciate
good man. Good man.
Pizza's great. Caroline's Cuban. I mean, I now I'm gonna have to go get a Cuban coffee after you guys said it. Now I'm gonna have to go get one.
Cuban coffee? Our barber,
George. I know.
You see how I
thank you for that. Dude, thank you.
Do you see that? I buried every ego.
I didn't think I could respect you anymore. Thank you for that.
I buried every ego I had in that moment to say our barber. Jorge, I love you. You're mine. He's such a great barber.
He's the best.
So when Kris and I first started going to Jorge when he was at the old spot, Kris came to me and said, "Hey man, let's do a little something, a little special."
Oh yeah, yeah.
So Kris and I went in on it together, and we got him a
handcrafted,
the handcrafted straight razor, which is so beautiful. It's on display.
Yeah.
It's on display.
He refuses to use it.
I don't.
I told him. I said you need to use it on like maybe 2 or 3. Right.
I mean,
I said
I'm going to make sure you don't have
clients.
HIV first. Kris, Kris had fun in college in his youth. I'm just kidding. So, I mean, but he's like, dude, I can't because of the new rules and guidelines and dude, I went to Jack the Barber growing up. He was the guy around here, bro. He hit the leather pad.
Yes.
I don't even think he cleaned it off, dude. In between cuts.
Where I grew up, it was Rudolph's. Yeah. Rudy was the owner, man. And like, if you were in his chair, it's because that's where he wanted you. Right. You know. Right. And my first haircut ever. Like I grew up, I looked like one of them kids from the Partridge Family. Yeah. That was, my mom.
Right.
That was it. Yeah. And like I'll never forget it. This is pretty embarrassing, but whatever. I go in, and my dad takes me in for my first haircut. I'm like 6 years old,
right?
Finally getting a freaking haircut, right? And Rudy stands there and he looks at me and he goes, "Holy shit!" Looks at my dad and he goes, "What have you guys been doing to this kid's head?" Like that. My dad laughs,
right?
And like I was a little kid, so I was just like,
baby.
It took him a good 45 minutes to an hour to actually fix my hair.
Well, he did well, bro.
Excuse me.
He did well.
That wasn't all that was said though, man. Like the other barbers in the shop, they were like, right, this kid, you know?
Right. I will say, regarding Jorge's shop, I actually spoke to him this morning. And we had I just random thoughts, omnidirectional thoughts coming through, and he and I bounce things off each other. And I said, what's your goal, dude? Like, what do you want to do? So his end goal is to have like a 1,500 square foot space and have like suites inside of that building, beer and wine type license, real classy. Like like that's his end. And I asked him, I go, why don't you want to just have multiple authentic barbering shops?
Right. Yeah. I've mentioned that to him about franchising before.
And I think he's worried about the headache that is involved because it's a big deal. Like accountability of barbers. Apparently in today's world, it's, these barbers are flighty, according to him, right. So he's like, to find someone to manage it, that I'm not there. And I'm like, why don't you just, you be the manager and just go visit multiple spots a day. But I think it's coming his way because the guy is just speaks integrity.
Yeah. The only thing he needs to do is open up a holding court and
right.
Let them all operate.
And all of his guys are good. And the girl in there too. Like they're awesome.
They sure are.
Yeah. So
it's taken him a while to get that quality though.
I think so.
he's had Nelson. Nelson's been with him.
Nelson's been there. Loyal,
amazing. He's
loyal
been with him
dude.
since day one.
Yeah.
And then John showed up.
Yeah.
I know a couple of the other guys came and.
Well, what's her? Cindy Marie just came on. She's from there.
Yeah.
So no, she's in there doing awesome things as well.
She does amazing. She does whenever my daughter does like the braids and stuff for like soccer tournaments and stuff. Yeah. So we go see Cindy.
That's awesome.
Yeah, she does amazing work.
Yep. I'm wondering, because I did share this in the hub and I shared it in a couple of places. Are the comments maybe popping up differently in the different group, or I don't even know. The
last comment I see is Theo. Also, his number one, his main man, Danny too.
Danny's on here?
No, he's nominating Danny Trinity Auto on Success Drive.
I need to go see Danny.
Dude, Danny's friggin' awesome.
Yeah, I have an
amazing family.
I have a 1968 classic Mustang, and I was having, what the hell is this noise? And I couldn't figure it out because I'm not that. I'm like Tom Cruise in Days of Thunder. I could drive the car. I just don't know about the car. So I brought it there. I'm like, Danny, what the hell is this? He's like, dude, I think it's your air conditioning. I'm like driving around. And like, he got in the car to get me and him are in the car, rubbing elbows. Like we're trying to figure it out. And he's like, I don't know what's going on. He goes, and he said to me, he goes, bro, this car is fine. It's a daily driver.
Yeah.
Don't mess with it. I'm like, he's like, if it's a little ping, let it go. He goes, if it's something bad, we'll figure it out. So, but now I figured it out finally. It is the air conditioning, Danny. So I do need to come in there and see you because I did figure it out. It's,
all right, cool.
It's pinging like crazy. But anyway, always honest, always, always.
That whole like, show me an honest mechanic, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But dude,
he's a good guy.
Danny is a good dude.
He's got a hell of a beard.
He's I think he might be taller than you too.
No, he's bigger than dude.
He's a big dude.
We go back to high school. Yeah. Danny was like the runt. I'm not kidding. I'd say that to him. Yeah. Look at his yearbook photos. He was like tiny, and then he got taller into like our senior year. But it was never. And then I didn't see him for years, and I'm like,
he's done work on
big boy.
My wife's Jeep, my Jeep, my before my daughter moved to England. Her Jeep, like he's done work on all of our cars, just honest, quality work. And you can't say thing bad about the guy because he's an amazing guy.
Yeah, he's good.
Yep.
Good disposition. Just had a baby. God bless him.
Yes.
God bless you and your wife.
Little baby
and sleepless nights right now. I could, because let's be honest.
Beautiful little girl.
We're the same age. Danny, I'm praying for you every day. For patience.
Yeah. Nice.
I'm kidding.
Blessed.
Yeah, he's
blessed to have that gorgeous little lady.
He's a good guy. Beautiful family, beautiful kids. Yep, all around. Good people. So anyway, that's all I have for those businesses. I mean, there are so many businesses out there, dude, that we could recommend. I will give a shout out to Ordinance One, downtown Newport Richie, Brett Seiper. We were there yesterday, and I just love that establishment.
Love going to O1.
It's got a really good feel in there, and he's got this red cherry wine thing that it's like smoked cherry wine. Like that's why I go there. Pen didn't work. Try my pen in my Keystone pad. It might work, although it's from the same batch of pens. Is it working?
It is working. I may have used it all up.
But yeah, Ordinance One. I just like the ambiance there. I like the feel. I like having the events there. It's a cool. It's a downtown vibe. It's cool. I like it. I like it. Daddy likes it.
Yes, we absolutely love going to Ordinance One.
Please, though, like I said, any other businesses that you'd like to nominate, you can hit us either in the DMs or you can hit us in our comments today. Mm-hmm. And what else we got going on, dude?
Well, you said you wanted to talk about the flu being back.
Oh, that's so odd.
I know, right? Suddenly flu cases go from 0 to 3,000.
So you're going on vacation. We won't talk about that too much, but you're going on vacation soon, and you got to kind of put a barrier around yourself because everyone's sick right now.
It's crazy.
It's all over. Like we said, we got Paul got sick. Yeah. And then you had your neighbors and friends and
the flu.
But it's the flu. It's odd that it went away.
It's been 2 years since we've heard that word.
So weird. Dude, did you see? So
Drake, do you want to talk about something controversial?
there was a Saturday Night Live skit with and it had to do with COVID. Now, mind you couldn't do this skit 2 years ago. Yeah. Well, because sensitive and people were dying and all that other crazy stuff. But now they actually have a skit where it's literally the whole thing is just a comedy skit going, do you need a vacation? Do you need time away? get COVID. And the whole scene, dude, is like multiple people. There's a woman, and the kids are putting on their backpacks and they're packing their bags because they have to leave for 10 days. Yeah, they gotta leave for that. And she closes the door and she goes, like get COVID. It's like you need a day off again. Get COVID.
And then COVID cruise,
dude. Seriously. And then you know, all the little bullet points of you know, the cruise is another way to get COVID quickly. You know, oh, dude, it was funny. You gotta watch it. Google it. But it's just
Keystone Mortgage Pad.
I like it.
Yeah,
these are kind of cool.
Yeah.
I like it. But it's true, man. Think about it. Like it just that went away, and that whole. I know it's a touchy subject, man, but gosh, the BS we were put through.
Yeah,
the BS we were put through.
Let me tell you this: being in Florida was a blessing.
Yeah,
because
for sure.
You know, I was in England quite a few times when
he was having a spot of tea.
It was muddy water, you know, as
fish and chips.
Coach Lasso would have referred to it.
There you go.
You know? Not a place you want to be on a lockdown like that. So when I showed up, like, you know, I had to check in, you know, through customs or whatever you call it over there.
Right.
Had to put an app on my phone that tracked me wherever I went. I could not go into a store, a restaurant, a pub. Couldn't go to the post office. Couldn't do anything. They would not let me in unless I had my phone and had my app and I scanned in.
Wow.
And once I scanned in, that app was also connected to my passport. You know, so
someone made money on that app.
Yeah.
Right. Putting that together quickly.
They told me, you know, hey, you know, we may send somebody to your hotel room because, you know, just getting off this plane and coming into our country, you need to quarantine for 7 days. So I had to sit in my stupid room, you know, my hotel room, and my daughter's off to college. I had to sit, you know, over in England. I had to sit in my stupid hotel room, you know.
Right.
I had to order room service every single day. I wasn't, you know.
Poor Chris.
Yeah. So it's not like, you know, I wasn't.
He was in England.
Yeah.
Ordering room service every day.
It wasn't like I was at the Ritz, you know. It did have a 5-star chef restaurant at the bottom, but still. It's just BS. Like the streets were empty.
That must have been weird,
dude. The government over there,
that must have been odd to see. That
is just like the government tells those people what to do, and they do it.
Well, you told me even when you were over there, like
it's just
weird. They truly do worship the king and queen.
My God, yeah.
It's like, I mean, it's
they have a TV station that's on 24/7 just to watch the royal family.
Think about
and
that.
whatever they're doing.
Think about that.
That's crazy. You know, like I would go. You know, I make friends pretty easy. You know, so I did go to a couple pubs. I don't care, whatever. Right. They didn't care. They were like, bring your money, bring your American money in.
He just drank tea there at the pub.
So, you know, I'm in there and I'm talking to people and they're, you know, asking me like, what do I think about the queen? And I go, I don't think about her at all. Like, why would I care what, you know, a family is doing? I don't care. I'm there. I'm here to have fun and, you know, be me. And, you know, it came to like a couple of the pubs. I would walk in. And like one of the guys, one of the bartenders, his name was Steve. And I would walk in the pub, and if you know, normally that their bartenders stay in the back, you know. And then when somebody needs something, they walk up to her, and I'm like, Steve. You know, the second I walk in the door, and everybody turns and looks at me, and he's like, yes, my American friend is here,
my American friend. And
then everybody's like, oh, geez,
yeah.
But he was like, I love you. You are the best. And it was funny, you know, and it wasn't just him. He's like, you Americans, you know, you have this and this is how he's
Chris is trying to do an English voice.
It's like
it's like on the verge of it. He's like,
you know, he would say, you guys have this something about you. And I'm like, do you want to call it bravado?
Bravado.
Yeah. And he's like, yes, I'll call it bravado.
We do.
I go, listen, man.
We Americans.
And I told him, I'm like, if I were back in the States right now, there's no way in hell anybody's going to tell me I need to stay in my house the way you guys
not in Florida.
The way you guys, not in Florida is right. Florida. And you know, now we know Governor DeSantis was right, you know, by not doing that stupid lockdown thing.
Yes, he was. And I'm going to call it here right now that he will be running for president, and then there will be a special election. Watch. He'll be running for president. There'll be a special election for our governor here because he's going to run. Yeah. Watch, it's happening.
Yeah.
And if anything, for the Republican, you know, I'm not going to get into too much, but for the Republican Party, he probably
I don't want him to be president. I want him to stay.
I know. I want him to stay in Florida. But truly, I think he would beat Trump because he's just more articulate and he's more
And he's one intelligent fella.
He's an intelligent individual. He's got a beautiful family. He's got that image, and he's done the right thing, and he's done the right thing in Florida. So
got the track record. You name it.
Yep. All right, we will get off that. Sorry.
So anyway, just the mindset between the people there and compared to the people here, it's night and day.
Right.
You know, they live and breathe that royal family over there. You know, like I said, whatever their government tells them to do, whether it's in the best interest of their citizens or not, they do it. They just abide. Yeah. And it just.
Good
it
for
wasn't,
you,
wasn't
Europe.
Me. Yeah, was not. It was something I was not used to, and I'm like, what in the hell was wrong with you guys?
Especially us, because we're just so free spoken and spirited. And we're like, what? You're telling me I have to do what? I get it. It's tough, man.
Yep.
Even when we were told, like the first 2 weeks, we're like, hey, kind of be careful where you're going, or that we were like, what? I don't know. I got stuff to do, and then we were all deemed essential.
I did like having that note.
Literally. Dude, I was the first one. I went to Blackjack. I said, I want essential stickers for my truck. Yeah. And I literally put essential business because I didn't want to get pulled over. I thought that was the mindset.
Had kept in the dashboard of my truck at the time. So
Anyway. All right. Well, dude, we've chatted. We put a good hour in. We did. It's 1:15.
It is 1:15.
We did good. And this is impromptu.
It is, yeah. It's definitely not scripted.
Paul and Bianca failed us miserably today because Paul got flu. Take a Midol, dude. Let's go. I'm kidding. I'm probably gonna get the flu now. I'm glad. Yeah, no kidding. I don't want to get sick. No, we love you, Paul.
No, yeah, definitely. Paul and Bianca, they're amazing, and they literally are everywhere.
They are America's couple.
They sure are.
Yeah, there should be a movie. Paul and Bianca, dude. They told me a story really quick.
I had questions lined up for them, man. Like,
we'll talk about them when we see them next week or whatever. But
like the stuff that people really want to know.
Right. I will tell you, he quit his job. Right. He was either after Christmas or before. He knew he was leaving after Christmas or before Christmas, and then their wedding was like 3 weeks away.
Oh wow.
He's right, and he's like, "Hey, babe,
leap of faith.
I'm done, and we're gonna do something. Check it out." And look, American Locksmith. Good. But dude, they're just not a locksmith company. They're a securities company. So they are doing things. Their goal is to secure our community and secure Tampa Bay. And we'll talk about that more next week. But they're good people. They really are.
Love them.
Yep.
So no more comments. Are we done now?
I think we're. I mean, we're done. We're done. I might go get a salad. I'll put some kind of protein on it.
You live over to Port Richey. You should stop by Westside Deli.
Where's that?
Oh, bro.
I meant to. Now you're going to go. Where is this? I don't even know where it is.
Right off Massachusetts. Right before you get to Van Buren, I think it's right there on the right-hand side. You know that new garage that opened up down there? Repainted it. It's all redone. It's down the right-hand side.
On Mass?
Yeah. Head out, road to
really?
Mass. Yeah, just past that, and it's on the right-hand side.
That's like, I would consider that the hole in the wall type place you don't know about.
Get the Key West.
Okay.
Trust me.
Damn it. Now I'm going to do it.
It is amazing.
And then I'm going to do a video about it too. Because that's what we got to do.
Yep.
All right. Are we done? Anyone else chatting? No, we're good?
No, I don't know. I can see.
Let's say goodbye. Yep. Never say goodbye. Yeah. All right. Are we done? Anyone else chatting? Oh, no. That's you.
Yeah, that is me.
All right. Well, we're done.
All righty.
All right. So tell everyone we'll tune into the key. Well, when do we usually do this? So Thursdays, right?
Yep. Thursdays at 11 o'clock. Normally we don't go live. Yeah. In theory, right? Like 1:30 today when we finally figured it out.
Right.
Thanks, Jesse.
Yep.
Gonna get a dig every time I get it. Yeah, our producers actually. Well, thank you very much, Alan. Appreciate that.
Thank you, buddy.
Yeah. Our producer's off doing bigger and better things today.
Legacy Roofing, Alan Marquis, by the way. Legacy. He did the roof on our rental.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool. All metal roof, Legacy Roofing. And he did a phenomenal job.
Yeah, I remember you told me about it.
He got it done. He got it done pretty swiftly. So it was good. Thank you, Alan. Okay, so
yes, Thursdays 11 o'clock. We don't normally go live, so our producer likes to edit things. Yeah. Especially with me and him talking.
Right.
And we actually
probably would have edited some of the stuff we said today, but hey.
Nah. We were good.
Maybe.
I think we were good.
Either way.
There's no F-bombs, no S words.
Stuff. Maybe. It's a possibility.
Whatever.
Either way, we're good. We're good. We come here, we shoot, we film. So if you do want to be on the show, DM Lindsay Weber or the Keystone Mortgage Solutions Facebook page.
Right.
And say, hey, I want to be on a podcast. And we will talk about your business. We will talk about why you love doing what you do. And this will be an opportunity for you to, market your business. Right?
Oh, I do want to give one more shout out to Kevin Johnson.
Like the Johnson family?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, Kevin Johnson.
Yep.
Big Kev, the guy that runs the Johnson Invitational fishing tournament out of Hooters.
Good dude. Yep.
Amazing.
Good family. Great wife.
He went fishing recently. And
they just jump in his
grouper.
boat.
Oh my God, the guy's a legend, man.
Yeah.
Like I don't even know. You know, some people fish, he catches. You know what I mean?
Understood.
And it's absolutely unreal. Right. He made some American red snapper and brought it to me at baseball practice last night.
What? He brings you food?
I could not believe how delicious this was.
That's awesome.
Like he's an artist.
Yeah.
He's a fishing, cooking
but he brought
artist.
you food. I just want to talk about that.
So thankful, man. I love Kevin.
What a good guy.
Kevin and Michelle, amazing.
No one brings me food. I'm a loser. People.
Jason, Maddox, the kids, absolutely love them. Love them. They're amazing family.
Yeah, no, they're good people. Every time, we need something.
Like I want him to open a restaurant and just make that.
Dude, Johnson's.
That's it.
I would go.
I would go there for lunch every day.
Johnson's.
And then I'd probably go for dinner like 3-4 times.
They should do it. Tell it yes. Well, is his wife a teacher?
Yeah, Michelle. Yeah, she's a teacher over at Starkey, the new Starkey Ranch.
So we're quitting teaching and we're opening up a restaurant. Cool? No? Okay.
Kevin, absolutely amazing. Thank you. Can't thank you enough.
That's awesome. All right, man. Wrap it up.
All right, bud. So again, tune in Thursdays. Once in a while, we'll go live.
Yeah.
You know,
why not?
When we don't have the authority figures here to make us, stay under wraps, I guess.
I appreciate it. This was fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
Good. This was good. I appreciate it. I think it was awesome.
Yep. Hit us up. Let us know. You know, like our Facebook page, Regan 43 Inc.
Thanks, man.
Myself, Kris. Yep. 43 Inc. Marketing, best marketing company around. You know it. Get ready for bigger and better things from him, by the way, too.
Oh,
I know what's happening.
I got plans.
Yeah, I know. So once again, guys, appreciate you guys all chiming in, and appreciate Regan for coming.
Thank you, sir.
Love you, bro.
You too.
All right.
Very much.
You guys take care.
Later.